Hello friends, today our topic of discussion is how can you reduce your electricity bills by solar energy. First of all, I would request you all to like, share and subscribe this channel to get more tips and tricks about solar energy, solar panels and solar power plants in India. There has been lot of talk about how can you reduce your electricity bills by solar energy everywhere in the media, internet and your friend circles through word of mouth. Yes, you are right. That is the new mantra to reduce your electricity bills by harnessing the power of sun. I mean solar energy. Every month you in all probability must be paying between rupees 1000 to 2000 per 150 units of electricity consumed to the electrical company, and generally extra in the event of you personally hold a big house with electricity load. You can produce some or the entire electricity that your property uses yourself by means of harnessing the power of sun. I mean solar energy. If you produce electricity yourself, your dwelling can use that as an alternative of buying it from the electrical company, which normally charges heavily as per the quantity you use. Every kilowatt hour you produce is a kilowatt hour that you just wouldn't have to purchase. And there are a number of methods to make electricity by solar energy. How can you reduce your electricity bills by solar energy with government subsidy? The first and foremost means is solar panels by harnessing the power of sun. Over a period of time, the solar panels have now become reasonably cheaper due to productions of solar PV at large scale. You can always contact an expert solar energy consultant in your local area to get an analysis of your electrical bills so that your requirement of solar power plant could be assessed on the basis of your consumption of electricity. Normally a solar power plant equivalent to your sanctioned load would be sufficient to reduce your electrical bills to the tune of 90%. For this, an on-grid rooftop solar power plant could be installed with string inverter and net metering facilities, for which you would also be eligible for 30% solar subsidy as decided by Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, that is MNRE, Government of India. Availability of solar subsidy differs from state to state, since 30% centrally provided subsidy is controlled and regulated by the state nodal agencies, that is SNA, through district authorities, the final CFA competent to disburse the subsidy to the beneficiaries. Government of India, Ministry of New and Renewable Energy MNRE, with the help of SNAs, have simplified the procedure of applying and disbursing of subsidies through online web portals to practice the transparency in the system. Since electricity needs an expert technician to handle to avoid any kind of untoward incident, hence it is more or less becomes mandatory to always hire the service of solar energy experts, engineers, technicians whenever you want to install solar panels on your rooftops. Do not depend upon your local electrician, since solar energy science, techniques and methodology is very different than the knowledge of a common electrician. A common electrician may be good to install a battery and inverter at your house. However, for installation of solar power plants you would always require the services of an expert engineer from the field of solar energy. The whole process would require online registration, application for subsidy, application for net metering and submission of subsidy documents to district authorities, as well as digitally online alongside installation of solar power plants. You may like to install from 1 to 500 kilowatt as per the sanctioned load of your house. Institutions, schools, colleges, NGOs, trusts etc. 1 kilowatt of solar power plant is sufficient to produce 4 to 5 units every day and would save at least rupees 1000 per month. It would require 110 square feet of space per kilowatt for installation. Residential, institutional users along with reputed NGOs Trusts are eligible for solar subsidy to the tune of rupees 20,000 per kilowatt, or 30% of the benchmark cost, whichever is less. Initial cost for installation of solar power plant may be little bit higher. However, in view of solar subsidies, bank loans, return of investment and present solar tariff, it is highly recommended to go for solar panels installation at your home, business, malls, school, colleges, universities, institutions, NGOs or dwellings. Though commercial users, industries are not eligible for solar subsidy, However, they may like to avail grid-tied solar panel installation to reduce their electric bills along with benefits in tax to the tunes of 40% or as applicable as per the government orders in vogue. Contact Rise Solar whenever you need to know how can you reduce your electricity bills by solar energy or ways to get good offers while you contemplate to install solar energy solar panel power plant system or buy solar panels in Sonipat, Haryana, Delhi NCR. You may consider contacting extremely skilled and expert group of Rise Solar by way of its website's contact page at dayrisesolar.com for any question associated to solar energy, solar subsidy, solar power, solar products, design, installation and commissioning of on-grid, off-grid rooftop, ground-mounted solar power plants throughout Haryana and Delhi NCR. Qualified skilled team of Rise Solar might help you in processing of subsidy utility, bidirectional meter utility and uploading of all related documents. Thank you very much for watching this video from Rise Solar channel. Please do like, share and subscribe this channel for upcoming videos related to solar energy. Thank you. Bye bye.